Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I thought I would start a new series on this channel and call it Tried and Tested. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out and test out some products that are super popular or being raved about a lot in media or on blogs or on magazines and see if they really work specifically for my skin type. Take note, I have very sensitive skin and according to my dermatologist, I'm oily in the T-zone but I'm dry around the cheeks. It's really hard for me to find makeup or skincare that agrees with my skin. So for the first installment of Tried and Tested, I'm going to be trying out the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I was very excited when this landed here in the Philippines because I watch a lot of YouTube and a lot of YouTube gurus have been raving about this foundation. People are saying that it can compete with high-end foundations. The finish is gorgeous. It has great coverage, but it's very light on the skin. And being someone, again, with very sensitive skin, I'm very particular when it comes to the foundations that I use. And I don't want to sound like a snob, but I've stayed away from drugstore foundations solely because my skin breaks out at the slightest wrong ingredient. Whether it be the scent, the texture, the ingredients, my skin does not do well with just any kind of makeup brand, which is why I tend to stick to the higher end foundations or the ones that I've tried out and have worked for my skin. So when it comes to foundation, I mainly use my Makeup Forever Ultra HD, my Chanel, or my Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Moisturizer. But when this came out, I was like, okay, I have to try this. I was able to buy this in Ayala Malls the 30th. There's a Watson's branch there. I had been looking for this foundation for over 2 weeks. And every Watson's, every department store I went to, it was either sold out or they didn't have it in stock yet. And then when I checked in the 30th, they did. For the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, I'm in the shade Classic Ivory. I've heard that there are 10 shades available here in the Philippines and I was shade matched to 120, which is their lightest shade. Not gonna lie, I did have a debate with the Watson's girl in store. I kept telling her maybe I'm a shade darker, can we try going a shade darker? And she was like, ma'am, you're really white and you've got a yellow undertone. You are 120 Classic Ivory. And I was like, okay. So I bought it. It was 399 pesos. So for today's video, we're gonna try and test this foundation. Let me also address the elephant in the room. Yes, I've got a giant pimple on my forehead. I've been dealing with this for a couple of days now. It was that time of the month. Ladies, can you feel me? It's the mother of all pimples, you know, it's here to stay. Let's just take this moment to acknowledge its presence. Let's recognize that it is there and let's move on with our lives, okay? You can't have everything and these things happen. And this pimple decided to show up today. Which I'm going to look at the bright side of things and say that at least now we can test the coverage of this foundation and see if it's any good. Okay, so I have no products on my face. I just have my eyebrows on because Kila is life. I'm going to put my hair in a ponytail just so that we don't get any of it on my face. By the way, my top is from Zara. It's like a pink sweater. It's a little lower than I'm comfortable with, but it's okay. You know, I can whip out like a cute little bralette and wear it. First thing I noticed already with this foundation is that there's no pump. So it's going to be quite difficult to get the exact amount of product out, but hopefully we'll be okay. Before I put the foundation, I'm just going to put some moisturizer. So I've got my Kiehl's Skin Rescuer Moisturizer. This is my favorite moisturizer that I use before I put on makeup, mainly because there's no scent. It's very gentle on the skin and I really enjoy how it feels. So just massaging that into my face, like so. And then to apply the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, I'm going to use my trusty Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I'm just going to use the back of my hand. I did wash my hands and I'm going to attempt to pour out a little bit of this foundation. Wish me luck, guys. Okay. Okay, again, I'm not a fan of foundations that don't have a pump just because I feel like it's a little messy. So we're just gonna put this all over our face. I'm just gonna get my mirror in the side. Sorry, I keep looking at the viewfinder. I'll just put my mirror in the side so I can sort of see what's going on. So my chin, on my nose. I'm already liking the consistency of this foundation. I like that it's thinner than other foundations. I'm hoping that it'll give me a more natural finish. So I'm just gonna take my Real Techniques sponge and I'm going to dab it on my skin. Ooh, this really blends nicely. I'm quite surprised. This foundation, it's going on so easily on my skin and it's got great coverage actually. Blend it on my forehead. Okay, I'm gonna say that with what I poured out, that was about a pump of foundation. So it covered my pimple quite a bit, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit more foundation just to see if I can build up the coverage. A little bit of that on my hand, and then we're gonna just apply it where I think I need just a little bit more coverage. So on my cheeks, where my giant pimples at, my nose, my chin. Then I'm gonna pick up whatever's left on my hand with my sponge. This blends into the skin super easily and I'm really happy about that. I really like how this foundation's blending out. It's blending seamlessly. I'm liking the finish. It is quite matte. Like shockingly enough, when this blends onto the skin, it dries down matte, but I don't look dry and I don't look cakey. I'm really enjoying this. Okay, so this is maybe like a pump and a half's worth of foundation and I'm really liking the finish. It is quite matte and it does look quite perfecting on my skin. It's the perfect match for me and so far it has evened out my skin tone, but my real skin still shows through. I like that my pimple is still seen because as much as I would like to cover it, if I have any blemishes, I just let them shine through the foundation or whatever base I'm putting, just because it'll give my skin a more natural look. As you guys can see, the coverage is really nice and even. My skin still shines through, so it looks quite natural, but at the same time it's matte, which I like. And I don't even really need to put concealer under my eyes because I feel like it canceled out my dark circles, which is a big bonus because that's one step less I have to think about when it comes to putting on my makeup. And I really don't mind that my pimple's showing through because, let's face it, it's a giant pimple. It's not going anywhere. It's gonna stay there for a while. I like how it looks. I'm just gonna finish my makeup off by putting some blush. I'm not gonna powder because I wanna see the wear time of this foundation. So I'm gonna run a couple of errands. I have to go to the bank and then I have to pick up my dog and I have to do a couple more things outside. So I'll check back with you guys. It is now 2:45 in the afternoon. I'm gonna wear this for about 4 or 5 hours and we'll see how we get on with it. I'm just gonna put some of my Becca Beach Tint in Grapefruit. I'm gonna use just a little bit and I'm just gonna put that on my cheeks just for a little bit of color. I'm not gonna powder the foundation. I wanna see how long it's gonna last through errands and if it's going to keep me looking matte, as it says, and poreless. Maybe I'll put a lipstick on. I'm still deciding. Yeah, I think I'll use my MAC Huggable Lip Color in the shade What a Feeling. I'm just gonna put some of this on my lips. And there, I think this is how simple I'm gonna keep my makeup. I just have on the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, my Becca Beach Tint in Grapefruit. I've got my MAC Huggable Lip Color in What a Feeling, and of course I've got my eyebrows on. We're gonna test this product out and see how it goes, see how long it lasts. Like I said, it's 2:45 in the afternoon. I'm gonna run some errands. I'm gonna be busy this afternoon and then I'm gonna check back with you guys and see the wear time of this foundation. I'm praying it stays matte the entire time. I'm praying I look poreless. Let's hope for the best. Let's see where we go with this. Let's find out. Hey guys, yes, I'm in the car and yes, I did change sweaters. The other one was a little bit revealing for running errands. I'm currently waiting now outside the bank for parking. My mom is inside paying the water bill. Then when she gets out, I'm gonna go in if there's still no parking so that I can do some account stuff with regards to like house money and all sorts of stuff. It is currently 3:44 in the afternoon. So far, my foundation is looking awesome. Seriously, I did not powder it, which is so different for me. I usually always powder my base, so this is something new and I'm really liking it. I didn't put concealer under my eyes, but I did put some of the foundation and it's not creasing, which is very, very shocking for me because usually I have to bake my concealer. The guard of the bank is looking at me. This is awkward. But yes, I am liking this foundation. I'm going to pretend to just text because people are looking at me and it's getting really awkward. The finish is still really good. It's not sticky, which is very shocking, again, because I didn't powder. So it's sticking to its promise of being matte and being poreless. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can look. There, as you can see, my skin looks really good. It looks really poreless and very matte. Yeah, I'm really liking the finish. I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. I did not powder the base, which is very exciting because if I can get away with one less step in my makeup routine, then I'm gonna take it. And despite this being a drugstore foundation, despite this being 399 pesos, it's holding up far better than some of my high-end bases, and I'm really liking the finish. It is so matte, guys, and my skin looks amazing. This is so exciting. You don't understand. I know this sounds so shallow, but this is so exciting for me. The Maybelline Fit Me foundation might just be my new holy grail. I'm really liking how it looks. We're gonna continue on with the errands before we pick up Shublig, and then I'm gonna update you guys again. Hopefully, this foundation is gonna hold up and look fantastic. Again, it's raining outside, so it's very humid. I was sweating a while ago, but my foundation did not move despite not being set with powder. This is revolutionary. I can't believe this foundation exists. I am shocked, and people are staring at me. I'm gonna put down this camera because I look like a crazy woman who is talking to herself in the car. Yeah. See you guys in a bit. Hello! 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 Hi! Hi, handsome! Hello! Hello! Hey, so we just got home and this little guy's home. Hi, baby. Wow, you need some water, bro. So we're home. Mom, how do you think my foundation's lasting?
I think it's holding up pretty good.
Nice, no? So we're home now, and as you guys can see, I'm sweating quite a bit because it was really a struggle to get this guy to, oh, and he's gone. 1 second. Hey guys, like what I was saying downstairs before Shublig went crazy was that according to my mom, even she thinks the foundation is holding up really well. One thing I will say though is since I didn't use concealer and I just used whatever foundation was left on the sponge under my eyes and I didn't set it with powder, they are creasing a bit. I don't know if you guys can tell from camera, but I looked in the mirror. Whew, I'm so out of breath. I need to go back to the gym. Anyway, they're creasing a bit under the eyes, but that's really normal because even when I use concealer and even if I set it with powder, there are times when it does start to crease. But it's very minimal creasing, which is awesome when you think about it again, because like I said, I did not set this with powder. I'm gonna go buy water and some rice at around 5 o'clock when the rain stops pouring down. That's when we're gonna go out to do more errands, and I'll check back with you guys again later on with my final thoughts. Hi guys, it's much later now. It might not seem like it, but that's because I've got the ring light on. After we got the water and the rice, we just went home. I did some work, played with Shublig, hung out with my mom, we watched the news. It's 8:47 in the evening and I am ready to take this makeup off. Not because I hate how it feels on my skin. On the contrary, this foundation, like looking at it in the mirror, it still looks exactly the same. I'm a little bit more glowy than when I first started, but it's held up pretty well. I'm still quite matte, which I love because I didn't powder my face at all. The creasing under my eyes is still there, but I find that if I just dab it with my ring finger, very, very lightly, the creases disappear, so that's good as well. My pimple, of course, is still seen. Hindi po siya magpapatalo. Kailangan siya yung bida for this video, but that's fine. Like I said, I was just here to test out the foundation. I was here to test out how long wearing it was, if it would be comfortable on my skin, if it would keep its promise of keeping me matte and poreless. And my final verdict, this Maybelline Fit Me foundation gets a big thumbs thumbs up from me! Yay! Yes, I am in love with this foundation. It is so worth the money. 399 pesos for this fabulous finish. Yeah, I think it's awesome. I am so happy. It makes me want to try more from the Fit Me range. I know that they've got a foundation stick. I'm gonna look into that and see if they've got a darker shade that I can use for contour and bronzer. I'm also gonna try their Fit Me powder as well because guys, for the price, this foundation looks insane. Like I'm looking at myself in the mirror right here and my face looks flawless. Like I don't even look cakey. And I used what, like a pump and a half maybe of the foundation, and it's held up so well. I can only imagine if I were to set this with powder, it would probably be so much better in the sense that I would stay super matte like the entire day. But based on just wearing it on its own, no primer, just moisturizer, fantastic. If you want to try a new drugstore foundation, I suggest you give the Maybelline Fit Me foundation a chance because I have a big feeling that this is going to be my favorite foundation for the next year or so. Like that's a big statement for me because again, I only used to use my Makeup Forever or my Chanel, but man, I'm gonna be stocking up on this Maybelline Fit Me. And again, for those of you that want to know, I am in the shade 120 Ivory. It is the lightest shade. There are 10 shades in the range. I'm not too sure how many shades they have of the powder or the stick foundation, but as for the liquid foundation, they have 10 shades, and I think you guys should definitely give it a chance, give it a shot, give it a try. I'm excited to see how my skin's gonna react the next couple of times I use this because my skin's very sensitive, but so far no itching, no rashes, no bumps, which I usually get. But yeah, my skin feels the same. It feels light. I love it. I'm so happy with this foundation. I'm definitely going to use it for events and for hostings and just for every day when I want to look a little bit more polished. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoyed the tried and tested series. Do let me know in the comments below if there's any specific product that you want me to try. I would be more than happy to test it out for you guys. I think I want to start this series twice a month minimum. I want to try new products, get out of my comfort zone, and of course review them for you guys. Please know that all of my opinions are honest. I bought this foundation with my own money. Maybelline did not sponsor me to do this. I wanted to give it a try for myself and I'm pleasantly surprised. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!